Writing parallel and perpendicular equations is the next thing we're going to take notes on. So the title is written for you. Second period, you're 2 pages before, so yours would be page 65. We're going to do 2 examples on this page and then 2 examples on page 68. So example 1. So go ahead and write this problem down. It says write an equation of the line that goes through the point 5, -4, and is parallel to y equals 2x plus 3. So we had just been classifying if it's parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Now we're going to write the equation of the parallel line. There are 2 different ways of doing this. I'm going to give you both methods, and then on your assignment, you get to pick which method you want to do. So we have method 1. Method 1 is we are going to use the point slope form. Because we want to get an equation, we have a point, that's 5, -4, and we have the slope because we know that parallel means the same exact slope. So our slope is going to be the same, that 2. Or right next to this, we're going to write method 2. And this is graphing. So method 1 uses that point slope form. So I'm sure you've forgotten what the point slope form is, but it's in our journal on the front end side. Let's see. Point slope form, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So we're going to write that here. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Sit up. So we have x1 and y1, and we have m. So this 5, -4 is our point. So 5, -4 is the point. This is x1, y1. And since they're parallel, that means we're going to use the same slope. So the slope here is 2. You need to make sure it's in y equals before you say what the slope is. But this slope, m equals 2. So now I have everything I need to plug this in and solve for the equation. So I'm going to do y minus y1 is a -4 equals m is 2, x minus x1, which is 5. So when we have minus and negative, that becomes plus. So it's really y plus 4 equals. Then we distribute this 2 to x minus 10. And it asks us to write the equation. Our equation should be written in y equals form. So we need to move this plus 4 to the other side. So minus 4. So that cancels and we get y equals 2x. Negative 10 and negative 4 is negative 14. Y equals 2x minus 14. So that's our equation of the line that's parallel. Okay, this is a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of work. Oh, how about we try the graphing way? Some of you will really like this one. I thought it was pretty clever once somebody told me about it. So with graphing, what you're going to do, first thing is you're going to plot the point. Second thing you're going to do is do your slope. Rise over run. Rise over? No. Rise over run. So in order to do the graph, we need a x and y axis. I know the answer is negative 14 because we've already done it. So I need this to make sure that I can go down on the y-axis pretty low. This is our x-axis, this is our y. So this just involves three steps, I guess. Drawing your x and y-axis, plotting the point, and then counting rise or run until you get to your y-intercept. So our point is 5, negative 4. So we're going to go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 4. And then we're going to go rise over run. So in this case, m is 2, which really means 2 over 1. So we're going to go up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. So we have 3 points. But what we need is our y-intercept. We need to know where it crosses the y-axis. So I need to go down. So down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. And down 2 over 1. So this is our y-intercept. So I didn't quite make it long enough, but I can add to it. So I need to find out what number that is. So all we need to do is count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, negative 14. So then we find our equation by writing our slope, 2x minus 14. So you decide which one's easier for you, either using the point slope form or by graphing. Graphing on this one took a little while longer because we had to keep on going down until we got our y-intercept. But we didn't have to do any algebra except for plot the point and do rise over run until we get to our y-intercept. Okay, let's do example 2. Okay, so all these examples are like writing an equation of the line that goes through those points. So I'm just going to kind of abbreviate the problem and just put passes through negative 4, 2, and is parallel to y equals 1/4 x plus 1. So right now I'm showing you both methods, but on your assignment, you're going to pick the method that you like better. Sit up. So method 1 is using that point slope form. Question? No. Y minus y1 equals m. X minus x1. So we're going to plug in what we know. So this is our point. So negative 4, 2 is the point. Which is x1, y1. Remember, this is part of your notebook grade. Remember, I take grades on your notebook, having all these notes written. Plus, it helps you when you're doing your assignments or studying for a test. M is the same because it's parallel. So the M here is 1/4 because it says y equals mx plus b. So that's the same, 1/4. So now we're going to plug in and solve for the equation. So y minus y1 is 2 equals m is 1/4 x minus x1 negative 4. So y minus 2 equals, this becomes plus, then you distribute. 1/4 x, and then 1/4 times positive 4. If I have 4 1/4, how much do you have? Yeah, it's 1. And if you didn't know, you could use your calculator. But 4 1/4. 1/4 is a quarter. 4 quarters makes $1. So that's plus 1. And then move things around so it says y equals. So what do I need to move around? Add 2, because we have it right here. So plus 2. So it's y equals 1/4 x plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. Method 2 is the graphing. So draw an x and y axis. Okay, once you get your x and y axis, this will take less than 5 seconds. We're going to plot our point and then do rise over run. Y'all ready? If you don't watch, you won't catch it. Negative 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. I got my point. And then I do rise over run. It's 1/4. So I go up 1 over 4. Look at that. Found my y-intercept that quick. The y-intercept is at 30. Should have made these lines. So then our equation is y equals, our slope is 1/4 x plus 3. And they are the same answer, just different ways of getting there. Okay, the next page is just going to be on perpendicular. So go to the next page. I write in these colors and it ends up bleeding over. I'm going to get another sheet of graph paper to go over the top of it. Anybody else want graph paper to go over there? All right, so this is page, what page, Chris? 68. Okay, so this is still the same thing, parallel and perpendicular equations. And we're going to do one more example. So this is example 3. So passes through -3, 1, and is perpendicular to y equals 1/2 x plus 3. So the difference here is dealing with perpendicular instead of parallel. So perpendicular, we look back at our notes. Perpendicular means opposite reciprocals. Flip and change the sign. So my slope here is 1/2. So then my perpendicular, I'm going to do the upside down T, perpendicular M, is we have to flip it and change the sign. Y'all following? But we also have to change the sign. -2/1, which just equals -2. So we're going to do method 1. The point slope form. So y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. Make sure you're writing these down. So we have -3, 1 is our point, and then our slope. Remember, it's perpendicular, so it has to be -2, because that's what we found over here. So let's plug in. So y minus, this is x1, y1. So y minus 1 equals -2, x minus a -3. Should be writing it down. Y minus 1 equals, we're going to distribute this. -2 times x, 2x. And this becomes plus. -2 times 3, -6. And I need to get it to say y equals. So my last step is to move this -1, +1. So y equals -2x minus 5. Okay, and then just let's do the graphing. Method 2 is with the graph. Draw your x and y axis. Okay, so we need to do our point, so -3, 1. So then we need to go down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. So then this gets us our y-intercept, which is -5. So y equals -2x minus 5. That's it. They're the same, right? Which one do you like better? The working one or the graph one? Graph one? So raise your hand if you like the working it out one. Or if you like the graphing. Okay.